even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the... ...19-yard line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Gotta go. Hey, big drive right here.
Throwing again. Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's got Lockett. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that second attempt. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now the offense lining up first and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Stewart on first down. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for second down. This is Stewart again. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 36 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins by. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So, Charles, here's the big question for Seattle as they get ready to go again on offense. Who is going to step into that lead back role now? Because it was Chris Carson, the rookie, but he's injured. He's done for the year.
It's one of the great questions that they keep asking in Seattle because in order for that offense to run the way that they design it and want to execute it, you need a back who's going to eat carries and get those tough yards inside. Can Thomas Rawls get back to the form he showed in 2015? Eddie Lacy, his Pro Bowl year with the Green Bay Packers. How about former wide receiver J.D. McKissick? He had a big game last week, scored a touchdown in their win over Indianapolis. Someone's got to assume that lead back role with Carson out.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 42. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. To throw is Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Star Latulippe in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Baldwin goes in motion right. First down, this is Rawls. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, Wilson. And some room to roam that. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Newton gives off to Stewart. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On first and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Lock it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he motions the wide receiver. Wilson will throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the D-line's going to spread out. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. He finds an opening past the 40 and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, McCaffrey pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's got room. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And to the left side here, Wilson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Going for it all. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 26 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The tight end changing his position. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marcus Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away. And boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5 on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Baldwin with it over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Defense showing blitz. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air this out for both. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On first down, Wilson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Baldwin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls 27 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd or whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't been offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back to throw, Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A Carolina first, Newton to Benjamin.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Play was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Marcus Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. And pressure gets to him again. Mike Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run down here with Procise. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Third down and goal from the 6. Rawls. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From a distance he'd certainly like to forget. This one from 27 yards out. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baldwin. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing now is Wilson. They still can't get him. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that is a quarterback no-no right there. He's flushed out to his left, so he's trying to orient his body into a position to make this throw. But by then he shrunk the field, and he winds up throwing the interception.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. One last throw here for Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side.